welcome back to my channel. In today's video, actually tonight's video, I'm going to be sharing my nighttime winter skincare routine. And the reason I'm filming this right now in pajamas, it is 10:30 at night, I think. That's the time it was last I checked. The reason I'm filming this late at night, which is very unusual for me, is because I wanted my skincare routine to span the entire day. So I filmed this morning my morning skincare routine for the winter 2021, and now at the end of the day I'm filming my evening skincare routine for winter 2021. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a long video. I'm not going to be able to show you every single step that I take in my evening skincare routine because I don't do every single step every single night. I'll explain that as I go through, but I would have to redo my face multiple times to be able to capture and actually show you all of the different aspects of my evening skincare routine. So I'm going to, in this video, show you the main things that I do consistently. I'll still be able to talk you through kind of my main concerns with my skin right now and the main reasons that I've been talking so much about wanting to change my skincare. In advance, I'm sorry for my tired, froggy voice, but it is late at night and I had some foresight. I would have filmed earlier today, like right after dinner or something, but here we are. So let's go ahead and get into this video. To start, I want to talk about what I've been doing throughout the day. Now, like I say, this is my winter skincare routine, and the things that distinguish it from any other time of the year, even though it is mid-April right now, the things that are unique in this routine is a lot of extra layers and then also extra moisturization throughout the day. I have to stay on top of it because in the wintertime my face feels really dry. I get little patches of eczema, especially like right now I have this patch right here of eczema, and I think I have another one right here that's starting to develop. So during the day I make a point to keep my face moisturized. First and foremost, I'm using this Whamisa Queen of Hungry Mist face mist. I think that all of the face mists I've ever tried are very gimmicky, and I've tried some significantly high quality face mists and none of them have ever worked out very well for me. I just don't find it hydrating. I think it just sort of coats my face and leaves it tacky, and it just feels like there's a coating on my face that isn't moisturizing. So I'm not a big fan of this, although it is a very wonderful face mist. If you're interested in face mists, maybe go for it. But I don't think that this is doing anything. I don't feel like it's adding any wonderful, helpful ingredients to my face, and I really don't feel like it's actually moisturizing, so I don't love this product. Nonetheless, I'm actually trying to get through it, so I did spray it on my face throughout the day. The next product I use throughout the day is this Colleen Rothschild Complete Eye Cream. I really don't like this product either. It's way too watery, and when I want eye cream, I want it to be creamy. I want it to be almost like lotion, basically. I want it to just absorb right in and be soft on my skin. It doesn't feel like it ever really absorbs in very well, and it also is so watery, it kind of smears around beyond where I'm trying to put it, and so I have to wipe it away. The other product that I've been using throughout the day that I really like is this Lano All Over Everywhere Multi Cream. And this is a wonderful product. I use this on these eczema patches. Right under my bottom lip here, it has been really dry. Sometimes up this way will also get really dry, and this is a great spot treatment for that. So these are the three products I've been using throughout the day today, and so this is where we've landed. I didn't put makeup on per se. I only have tinted moisturizer. I have mascara, but I don't have foundation or powder, face powder, nothing like that beyond tinted moisturizer. So this is where we're starting, and now let's get into cleaning my face off. The first step before I do anything is brush my teeth. I've already brushed my teeth, and the reason for that is because I want all of my skincare, once I put it on, to stay where I put it. So brush my teeth first, already done, good. Next step is take off my mascara. I've seen that people will use like an oil cleansing balm to break up their makeup and take off their makeup, but I have not ever tried that, and I use a waterproof mascara. I need something very strong and effective, and that is this stuff. This is the Lancome Bifacil Double Action Eye Makeup Remover. It's wonderful, it works so well, and I will show you. So what I do is I take a Shiseido facial cotton like this, and I actually cut this in half, like so. I'm truly not being cheap. It feels completely excessive to have an entire cotton pad for one eye. I will use multiple cotton pads when I'm using it all over my face. It's not being cheap. One per eye feels completely excessive. You can see it's separated. So you shake it up. Oops, I just went on the ground. I like to hold the cotton pads that are well doused over my eyelashes for a couple of seconds to really start to break up that waterproof mascara. I don't like to pull on my skin at all, and so I really take extra time to let this soak in and start to break down the makeup. I'm like trying to kind of squeeze the liquid onto my eyelashes. I'm keeping my eyes very tightly closed because this stuff doesn't sting my eyes, but I don't want it to go into my eyes. And then just very, very carefully and gently kind of work it in and work it out. I'm looking into the mirror here in case you're wondering. It's not something I can do without seeing what I'm doing. Just very carefully and gently wipe away any extra oil. So that is my mascara removed, and it does leave a little bit of redness, but I have very sensitive skin, and anytime I touch my face or rub my skin, it does turn a little bit red. That will go away pretty quickly here. Next step is to wash my face, and the first step I'm taking is this cleansing foam. This is the Moisturizer cleansing foam, and I really dislike this product. It is foaming, which tends to dry out my skin. The good thing about this is that it does break up my tinted moisturizer. So my face is rinsed off. This is about how much I'm using. It does work to take off the stuff on my face, and you can see that there was some mascara left over, and I will catch that with this cleanser. Don't mind that, it's just a dog barking. I'm gonna go into my eye area now with this and rinse it off, which I can't show you, so BRB. I have rinsed my face from the first cleanse and I've left it wet. The next product I'm going to be using is the Tatcha the Rice Polish Classic. Now this product is very unique, I will show you. This says to mix it with water. I don't know how to do that without rinsing all of it completely out of my hand. So what I do is I keep my face wet, it's dripping everywhere, and I wet my hands. So my hands are now wet, and I pour this in. And I use a very generous amount. So about like that. Ooh, dumping it out. Which is probably way more than you need, but I don't care because I'm trying to get through it. Then what I do is I make sure that my hands are really wet, and then I really start to massage it together. The problem I have with this product is, and you can see it starts to change from powder into this foam. So as you massage it, it dissolves into just foam. And that's wonderful, but what happens is that the granules actually maintain their shape. The idea is that as you massage it into your face, you're getting a little bit of an exfoliation. So I will do that, but I mean, it's cool stuff, right? But I find that those granules are actually irritating to my skin. I've never been able to get past how irritating it feels. So I try to get them dissolved as much as I possibly can before I even apply this to my face. So that's why I get my hands really, really wet, and then I massage my hands together before I ever start massaging it into my face. But even now, I can feel the granules scraping up my skin. And this isn't to say this is a bad product for sensitive skin. It's just that my skin is so sensitive, it's not a good product for it. So once I'm done with it, I will not be repurchasing it. What it's doing is it's an enzymatic exfoliant. So it's just a very gentle exfoliant. I can still feel the granules, and I'm done. So now I'm gonna rinse my face. Just drying my face off. And I actually leave some moisture on my face. I made a big mess with the water. So at this point, I apply serum. I can already feel this drying my face out really quickly. And that's the problem with these cleansers that I have. They're foaming cleansers, and I'm just so tired of this really dry feeling. Like, I feel like I need to stop talking, otherwise I'll crack my chin. I didn't just explain what this is that I'm putting on my face right now. I will tell you in just a second. This is the green tea serum, and I really do not like this product. The reason I don't like it, for one, it's stingy. Like right now, it's stingy just everywhere. I do like green tea in particular. I think that it actually helps tone down the redness in my skin, but this one is not my favorite. It also leaves this super tacky coating on my face. So what I do to help balance that tacky feeling now is I use the Colleen Rothschild Age Renewal Super Serum. And this is almost out, so I've turned the bottle upside down to be able to get this product out, because pumps. I was able to get that much out. And one of the characteristics of my winter skincare routine is that I basically double most steps. So I already used the green tea serum, and now I'm using this Age Renewal Super Serum. The reason for that is because my skin is super, super dry. And the serums help the moisturizer soak into your skin, and I need all the help I can get, basically. That wasn't quite enough serum, but it's too frustrating to try to dig more out, so I'm not gonna do that right now. We're gonna call that good. But normally I would have grabbed more. At this point, I would do one of the things that I'm not going to show you right now because it would just take too long. Normally I go in right now with my Glow Pro. I've noticed a huge difference in my skin since using it. It is a microneedling tool. I can leave a link for it down below for you so that you can look more into all of the information about it. It's very cool. It doesn't hurt, I promise. It is intense though, so you will get sweaty while you're using it, but it has a vibration and warming red light on it, and so it's actually really easy to use. I have no problem with it. It is intense. I mean, it's needles, but they're micro needles, so it's okay. But I am noticing that it really helps get the products that I use to absorb into my skin. It's fantastic. I am trying to work very hard to use this more consistently because I'm hoping to sort of reduce some of this acne scarring that I have. You know, you can see some of it here especially, and you know, there's some on my cheeks too. So I'm trying to be more consistent with it. I know you can use it every single night, but I don't because I'm a chicken. Basically, I'm a chicken. That is what I would normally use right now, but instead I'm going to go on to the next step, which is the Colleen Rothschild Retinol Supreme Night Oil. And this is my retinol that I use every single night. And I put 2 pumps into my hand. I cannot show you because it'll run right off my hand and everywhere. And this is a very gentle retinol serum, and I really, really like it. I can use this every single night without any problem whatsoever. And that's fine, but I also just don't feel like it's doing enough. So I put a very generous amount on. It says to use a few drops, and I use 2 pumps. Down my neck, down my chest, backs of the hands. The thing that I am really not happy about with this product is that it is so gentle. And that's wonderful if you have very sensitive skin and you maybe are 10 years younger than I am and whatever else. You aren't needing a heftier retinol cream. But for me, I have some aging in my face that I would like to try to reverse, and so I really want to go to a more powerful retinol. I have no idea what percentage of retinol is in here and what type it is or anything, so it's just not effective enough for me at this point. If you've never tried a retinol before, this would be an amazing one to start with. It's really, really good. The problem with having sensitive skin and using products that are especially formulated for sensitive skin is that sometimes I find they're too gentle. Like if you want to increase the potency of any of your ingredients, sometimes if you have sensitive skin, it's a really challenging problem to solve because your skin is too sensitive to take more intense potency. So that's kind of the struggle I've been dealing with for the last 10 years, but I think that I've learned enough now over the years to know how to go gently and one step at a time, and to know which products that I'm currently using that I could fall back on if things don't work out. So if I wanted to go to a more potent retinol cream and it didn't work out for me, I could alternate it between that, the more potent one, and the Colleen Rothschild. The next thing I put on after the retinol is the Colleen Rothschild Retinol Supreme Eye Serum. And this again, this is something I'm just trying to get through. Use that much. And that's a lot. It really is. When I go to a stronger retinol cream, I am hoping that I can stop using this eye cream or this eye cream because I'm wanting to deal with some of the wrinkles, like the crow's feet and that sort of thing around my eyes, and these just feel like they're moisturizers. They don't feel like they're actually doing much beyond kind of making sure that that skin stays supple around my eyes, whereas I'm wanting to actually try to reduce the wrinkles that I currently have. So after I use this, again, another attribute of my winter skincare routine is that I use 2 eye creams, and the reason for that is because I first put the retinol one on, and then I use this one to lay over top to sort of lock in, kind of push that product in deeper. That's my theory. Who knows if it's actually doing that. This one again is the Colleen Rothschild Complete Eye Cream that I talked about at the beginning. And it's so frustrating. I can barely get it out of this container because it's so liquidy. So I'm fighting with it. And then it turns really watery too. So it can start out kind of creamy and then it turns watery. It's a really odd product. It's so watery it smears down my cheeks, and so I have to actually wipe it away from my cheeks quite a bit. Next I put my moisturizer on, and right now I'm using the Make Prem Safe Me. And this is just an awesome product. It is the Relief Moisture Cream 12. It only has 12 ingredients. I put about that much on right now. I think I'll probably end up putting a second layer of this. Again, wintertime skincare. Oh, this is such a great product. It feels so good to put it on. It's like, it feels as good as when you come home at the end of the day and you change into your pajamas. Oh, I love it. So I will grab some more, just kind of dip in for more. Again, it's just the way that I need the moisturizer, because I need so much more moisturization in the wintertime. Woo, that's hard to say. Down the neck, chest, and back of the hands. We are on the home stretch. And then the next thing I will do at this point is actually put on some of this Lano cream. Dry skin. Down here. It's eczema, but it's a pretty mild eczema. But I find that the more I keep it moisturized consistently, the better. I let this sort of soak in. You saw that I kind of applied things pretty quickly one after another, and now I've gotten to the point where I kind of want to let things settle and soak in. But I want to apply two things, and one is the Eyelash Advanced Eyelash Conditioner. Let's see, how can I show this to you? It's so tiny. This is for eyelashes, and this is a very good product. Now I'm going to show you how I use this. So when you pull the wand out of the container, there is a drop of this ointment on it, and so I actually wipe that off, just like that. So the reason I do that is because if I apply too much, if you see, I have very hooded eyelids, and so if I apply too much, it ends up catching on the upper part of my eyelid and spreading around. So I need to control how much I end up putting on. Let's see if I can kind of show you. I'm looking at the mirror from afar. So what I do is I just tap it, I just touch it to the very base of my eyelashes, all the way around, like that. And then I go back over it to make sure there's no gaps. And then whatever's left on this brush, and I'm looking down the whole time, and that's because I have a hooded eyelid. I don't want it to touch it. I'm not going to be able to show this to you. But anyway, I take whatever's remaining on the brush and do the same thing on the bottom lash. BRB. And then for the second eye, do the exact same thing. Dip the wand back in, wipe off that drop, and then go in to the top lash. So that's now on there. And then what I do is I put on the new Brow Enhancing Serum. And I'm still kind of looking down. And what I do with this is I get a good amount and I leave that dripping drop of product on the brush, bristles, and I start to apply it to my eyebrows. Can you see this? And then I get more. Make sure you get a good drop. Yeah, like that. So now that those two serums are applied, I grab a fan and I dry them like this. And this just really helps to lock that, especially the Revitalash eyelash serum, it helps to keep it in place. And I found that now that I do this, I don't get any serious irritation. It used to just spread all over my eyelids, and it used to really irritate and be really red in the morning. So now I wouldn't be able to use it every single day. If I fan it like this and have it dry up, I find that I can actually do this multiple times a week without problem. I'll usually do like 2 nights and then take a break, and then 2 nights and take a break. Because again, my skin is so sensitive. It doesn't tolerate stuff like this very well. And then the last product I'm going to use tonight actually is the Colleen Rothschild Face Oil No. 9. And this is a heavy duty product, so you do not want to use too much, but it is so fantastic. Oh my goodness. So I try to keep it away from my eyebrows. Kind of apply it very specifically. It's so great. It's just extremely hydrating, and you wake up and you just feel like your face is so brand new. It's really wonderful. I love this stuff. And it absorbs in. I mean, I'll still have shiny skin in the morning. I'm not saying I won't, but it does absorb in pretty well. So it's just awesome. Love that stuff. And then what I will normally do is go in, after that, I will go in with my rose quartz roller. I'm not going to show that to you right now. This video would just be way too long if I did. The last two products I want to talk about that I don't use every single night because I end up using this retinol most every single night. I'm actually trying to get through this, and I have a couple more bottles of it still, so that's the impetus that I'm prioritizing this over this other one, which is the Alpha H Liquid Gold with glycolic acid. It's an alpha hydroxy acid product, and it is an amazing product. I love this stuff. This tells me to use this in the evening on alternate evenings. So I already know from the word go that this is an intense product. I'm not using this very often. I use this maybe every other week. So, and when I use this, I can't use this. So that's why I'm prioritizing this right now over this. But this is an amazing product. I apply this with a Shiseido facial cotton, and it's intense when you put it on, but it doesn't hurt. It's not uncomfortable. And oh my goodness, you just wake up with the best skin in the morning. I love this product so much. And then the last product to talk about, can't believe it, is the Guerlain Midnight Secret Late Night Recovery Treatment. And had I not used the face oil tonight, I would have used this. This is a really cool product. I actually don't know that much about it. This is just a little sample that I happen to have, and I really like it. However, it is very fragranced, and my skin does not like fragrances at all. So I can't use this very often. And when I do, I can only use a little amount. The smell of it is wonderful. It smells like the Body Shop lavender vanilla that they once upon a time. I loved the scent of that, and that's what this smells like. It smells like lavender vanilla. It is amazing, but it is so fragrant on my face. I just don't know exactly what this is doing for my skin. It doesn't feel like it's doing a lot of anti-aging work. It just seems like kind of a fun thing to use once in a while. I definitely wouldn't buy a full size, and I'm using it alternately with the face oil because this is so slick and oily that if I apply this afterward, or if I apply these together, I notice that they just end up sliding down my face and often into my eyes and really irritating my eyes. So I don't ever use these together. I've made that mistake. And that is my evening skincare routine. That is everything I'm currently doing and using. There are quite a few products that I'm looking forward to changing. The main things I want to change are the facial cleansers from a cleansing foam to something that's less drying for my skin, and then also the retinol cream, something that is much more potent to use on my skin. This is a lot of stuff for me right now that isn't the best, isn't the most effective. I'm really looking forward to getting to replace some of these products once I use them up with something that I think would be more beneficial to my skin. It would have more anti-aging products, more nutrient-rich products that are beneficial and help maintain my skin structure, help maintain collagen, and just generally build better skin strength for the long term. Thank you so much for spending your time with me this evening. I hope that you have sweet dreams and you don't let the bed bugs bite. And I can't wait to catch you in my next video, which will be very soon. Good night.